Hi, first grade friends. Today we are going to be doing lesson 162 in math. Please have your worksheet for lesson 162 ready. It is page 323 and 324. Also, please have your whiteboard and your dry erase markers ready. So today is actually your very last math lesson before your very last math test of first grade. So it's super exciting. You all have done such a fantastic job and your teachers are all so proud of you. So we are going to start by doing a little bit of review for some things that are going to be on your last math test, and then we're also going to be learning something new. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is a lightning round of measurement reviews, okay? I'm going to ask you a question. For example, 1 pint equals how many cups? You're going to answer me out loud, and then I'm going to flash the card real fast so that you can see and check your answers, and then I'm going to move on. We're going to do it quickly, okay? So think of the answer as fast as you can and say it out loud. You don't need your whiteboard or your marker for this one. You just need your thinking cap. All right, are you ready to begin? All right, here's the first one. 1 pint equals how many cups? You should have said 2 cups. 1 pound equals how many ounces? Good, 16. 1 day equals how many hours? 24. 1 yard equals how many inches? 36. Awesome. 1 week equals how many days? 7 days in a week. 1 dozen things equals how many things? How many things are in a dozen? You should have said 12. 1 year equals how many months? Also 12. 1 foot equals how many inches? Also 12. 1 year equals how many days? You should have said 365. 1 gallon equals how many quarts? You should have said 4. 1 yard equals how many feet? Your answer should have been 3. 1 hour equals how many minutes? You should have said 60. 1 quart equals how many pints? You should have said 2. And for my very last one, 1 minute equals how many seconds? You should have said 60 seconds in 1 minute. Awesome. I hope you got all of those correct. So I'm going to talk to you about something new today real quick. So for the first couple, I'm going to explain it to you. We're going to go over it together. And then for my next few, you are going to need your whiteboard and your dry erase marker so that you can do it on your own and then check your answers with me. So we've talked this year about comparing numbers, right? We talked about figuring out if a number is greater than or less than or equal to, meaning it's the same number. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. It's a little bit harder, but if you know your math facts really well, this should be easy for you too. So here, instead of just one number on each side of my little box, I have a math fact. Okay, for this math fact, it says 12 minus 9. And for this math fact, it says 13 minus 10. Okay, so before I can tell if 12 minus 9 is greater than or less than or equal to 13 minus 10, I have to know what 12 minus 9 is and what 13 minus 10 is. So let's talk about 12 minus 9. Okay, let me get my marker ready so I can write down the answer. 12 minus 9 equals, and I can write the answer above or below, whatever is easiest for you. So I'm going to write it below because I have more room here. So 12 minus 9 equals 3. Now let's look at 13 minus 10. 13 minus 10 also equals is 3 greater than 3? Is 3 less than 3? Or is 3 equal to 3? You should have said equal to. So 12 minus 9 is equal to 13 minus 10. Let's do another one together. This one says 7 plus 6, and then 5 plus 7. Okay, so first we have to get our answers for our math facts before we can move on. 7 plus 6 equals 13, and 5 plus 7 equals 12. So now that we have our answers, let's compare them. Is 13 greater than 12? Is 13 less than 12? Or is 13 equal to 12? 13 is greater than 12, so you're going to make your symbol with the opening towards 7 plus 6, which is 13. So 7 plus 6 is greater than 5 plus 7. All right, so for these next two, I want you to get out your whiteboard and your dry erase marker. And you're going to copy this down onto your paper or onto your whiteboard. Okay, copy down real quick. 3 plus 9, your answer box, and then 8 plus 5. All right, so what you're going to do is find the answers to these two math facts and then write down if the answer for the first one is greater than, less than, or equal to the answer to the second one. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so if you're watching this, it's because you have worked on this and you have your answer. So let's check your answer together. 3 plus 9 equals 12. And 8 plus 5 equals 13. So is 12 greater than 13, less than 13, or equal to 13? 12 is less than 13, which means that 3 plus 9 is less than 8 plus 5. Okay, we're going to do one last one, and you're going to do the same thing. When you're ready, you can go ahead and write it down, and then get your two answers for your math facts, and then compare the two. So go ahead and pause your video now. All right, if you're watching this, that means that you've worked on this problem and you have an answer. So let's go ahead and check it together. All right, first let's look at 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12. 7 plus 6 equals 13. A lot of 12s and 13s today. All right, so is 12 greater than 13? Is 12 less than 13? Or is 12 equal to 13? 12 is less than 13. So that means that 6 plus 6 is less than 7 plus 6. Awesome job. All right, you can put your whiteboard and your eraser or your whiteboard marker away and take out your math worksheet. All right, let's take a look at your math worksheet together. Number 1 says, write 2 addition facts and write 2 subtraction facts. So look at the dot card that's there, and you're going to write 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts for that dot card. For number 2, mark the circle that gives half of the dots. So first you have to count how many dots are on each card and figure out what number is half of that. For number 3, write the sums and differences. Okay, look and see, do they want you to add, do they want you to subtract, and then write the answer. For number 4, they want you to count by ones from 201 to 220 and color the odd numbers yellow. Okay, and at the very bottom, there's nothing for you to do. They just want to show you that there are 2 rows of odd numbers. There are 5 odd numbers in each row. So that means that there are 10 odd numbers in all, because 2 times 5 equals 10. All right, turn your paper over. They want to know how many cents, but there are a few different questions for you to answer. Question A says, how many dimes? B says, how many cents in each dime? C says, what do we count by to find how many cents in all? So when you're counting dimes, what are you counting by? D, how many cents in all? So find out how many cents there are there. Now they want you to write a multiplication fact on how you found that amount. For number 2, circle the hundreds place in each of the numbers that you see there. For number 3, you are going to write greater than, less than, or equal to in the box. So this is exactly what we just did on our whiteboards. You first have to find the answer for each math fact, and then you're going to write down the symbol, greater than, less than, or equal to. For number 4, you have a story problem that you're going to read and write down the combination and the answer for. Now for number 5, I'm going to be reading to you the combinations that you can write the answer. And I actually have to get up and grab my book real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, let's see. This is page 324. All right, so for number 5, we're going to do that together. So make sure you have a pencil, because I'm going to read you the combinations now. And if you need to, you can pause the video and grab a pencil and then come back. Box A, 5 plus 7. Box B, 12 minus 8. Box C, 6 plus 6. Box D, 9 minus 5. Box E, 8 minus 4. And box F, 9 plus 4. All right, you can go ahead and work on the rest of your worksheets. Do your very best.